Hi everybody, this is Marcy from Live Oak Lofts and my dog Thieves, and this is Garrison from Happy Earth Compost.
Thanks for having me.
We are excited to launch composting for Live Oak Lofts. We'll be starting that really soon, so check your email on the Facebook page. We're here just to do a quick FAQ about how composting works.
So basically we set up a way to compost at home without dealing with all the mess, without putting piles in your backyard, dealing with critters, the smell of it, of course, or somewhere like here where you don't have any area to do it. It's a very easy way to go about it.
So I've used Happy Earth Compost before at a prior address, and I'm just huge fans of this company because of the cleanliness and pest-free option of how it works. So will you tell us how often you guys can pick up here and what that would look like for our residents?
Absolutely. So we would be coming by every week to come and exchange your bucket. Basically, you'll take your bucket here and you'll fill it up with whatever food waste you have. You'll be provided with an indoor bin that's for convenience. You can put it by your sink, underneath the cabinet door, and compostable bags. You'll fill the compostable bags up, put it in your bucket, so everything's pretty well contained. And then on your pickup date, which we believe is going to be on Thursday, so just set it outside of your door, and we'll come and we'll swap it out for a fresh, clean bucket, along with providing some more of the compostable bags to continue use.
Can we take a look inside the bucket? Will you show us what you'll drop off for anyone that signs up?
So this is going to be your new customer kit. When you sign up, you're going to get an indoor bin like this. It'll be disassembled, so I've already put it together. There's two options. You got the hanging deal right here, which you can clip and hang onto something, or you have an adhesive side you can slide on here and stick it somewhere like underneath your cabinet to keep it out of the way. You're also going to get a nice roll of compostable bags to start you off. Again, you'll be getting 5 of those every week as services provided, and then a little laminate of the what you can compost just to stick on your fridge, an easy way to kind of remember what to put in your compost bin and what not to put in there.
What are the biggest mistakes that people make when they're trying to home compost in this fashion? Not the outside piles, but just the throwing everything, all the kitchen waste in here. What should go in and what is a big no-no?
Absolutely. So, you can put in fruit, you can put in vegetable scraps, basically as you're cooking, pretty much everything can go in there. We do commercial grade composting. So we do take things like dairy, cheese, meats as well, stuff you wouldn't recommend to compost in your own backyard. A lot of people, like if you're wanting to compost the meat, will freeze the meat until their pickup day and then put it in the bucket, just kind of to control the smell of it. Things that you don't want to put in here, like anything with staples, anything with stickers on it. If you're doing like a bag from H-E-B of a pre-made salad and it goes bad, just cut the bag open, dump it in. We don't take any plastic, any aluminum, or any foil or wax paper.
What about the little produce stickers that come on my bananas?
You do want to take those off because those do take about 6 years to decompose.
That's
so
a long time.
The banana will be gone, the peel will be gone, but the stickers are still going to be in the pile. So.
And what about coffee grounds and coffee filters?
Yes, coffee grounds we take, coffee filters we take. We also take tea bags as long as you remove the staple out of there.
And not the plastic tea bags, right? But just the traditional paper mesh kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's almost like the same material as a coffee filter.
Okay.
So that's totally compostable as well.
What are the best practices regarding pests, like the little gnats and flies that you might get, or ants or rats?
Absolutely. The best way to kind of deal with the bucket is to make sure that it's stored in a cool place. When we're composting throughout the day and using the bin, make sure you tie the bags up and put it in the bucket and just keep it sealed tight. It's very hard for anything to get in and out of there, so the seal is very good on the bucket. So we really don't have very many complaints or issues with pests.
That brings up a good point. One thing that I loved about this company as opposed to some of their competitors are that each week they're not taking the bag out of your dirty bucket, they're legitimately taking the whole bucket. So you're not really leaving old soiled smells to continue to ferment. They're taking the bucket away with your bags in it and they're dropping off a new sanitized bucket. Is that right? Do I have that right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we take all the buckets back and then we have someone that goes through and washes and cleans them and makes sure they're real good. and return new ones to you.
Yeah. Garrison, I forgot to ask, what happens to the compost once it's ready?
Oh, absolutely. So we go through the actual composting of all the food that you provide us, and we actually go through, and we're partnered with New Earth and Katie, and they go through and finish it for us. So the nice thing about Happy Earth is you can be part of the process of creating the compost, but we also give back finished compost to our customers as well. So you're able to go into your customer portal of the shop, and you can request compost 50 gallons at a time, or up to 50 gallons at a time to use back here as well.
Hey, Garrison, you mentioned that our service day would be Thursday. When should our buckets go outside of, into the hallway outside of our apartment door?
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll actually get a service reminder on Wednesday between 9 and noon. And you can also sign up for text message reminders, which is nice. But it would be preferable if you do put the bucket outside before you go to bed. Our driver does start between 4:30 to 5:30 in the morning. So he does get out real early and get to these buckets. So with those hours, it's not likely that we'd be knocking on your door to give you a reminder, as most people will be asleep. So ideally, and I highly recommend you put the bucket out the evening before.
So for Live Oak Lofts residents, buckets go out Wednesday night. Thursday morning when you leave for work or when you get home from work, there will be a nice clean bucket with new compost bags waiting for you at your front door. Buckets out Wednesday night, fresh bucket in during the day on Thursday.
Exactly.